Good morning, everyone. So back in June, I created this clock for IntoResin's 4th of July contest. And fortunately, I took honorable mention and got $30 for creating this clock, or for this clock. And so with that, I purchased this Hello Kitty storage jar. And it actually has 2 lids. Originally, it comes with one. You can choose one, or you could choose 2, and I chose 2. So we are going to make these. We're going to make this one today, and we'll make this one later. And I think I'll do this one in clear. Today, we're going to do some mica powder with this one. And I'm going to make it for my sister to give to one of her coworkers. And I'll go ahead and mix up the resin and we'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. So we're gonna do the bow in pink, the nose yellow, the eyes, and the whiskers black. I am going to be using Dianka Pours for the bow, and I'm gonna do ballet slipper, or a combination of ballet slipper and lilium. I have 2 cups here ready to go. This one is just the ballet slipper, and this is the ballet slipper with the lilium. And the ballet slipper, it looks perfect. Here, that color I love, but I've already poured it before, and it's not as vibrant once it's poured. Either that, or maybe I had some glue on top, and I don't know. So we're gonna play around and see which one is best. And for Dianka Pours, please go check out Resin Mess Express. Watch her video and like it, watch it, subscribe, whatever. And you can then, in the description code, get a coupon, I think 15% for Dianka Pours. Okay, so that's for the bow. For the nose, I have Rolio, and I'm going to use actually canary yellow, and I mixed it with a little Aurelian yellow. So I mixed those 2 together, and I have this. And that's for the nose. But I have this Dollar Tree pigment ink, and it's just called yellow, and it's by Color Flow. And I even think that is even better. So I'm going to try both, and we'll see which one I prefer. And then the black, I used Meyspring's charcoal black, and I just got that off of Amazon. Okay, so for now, that's what we have. I've already mixed up 8 ounces of resin, and we are going to start off with pouring just a little bit in here to see if I like the color. And if I have extra, guys, I'm still working on my my snail pot from Let's Resin, and any extras can go in there. I also have a little heart mold over here as well. So I'm going to put some in the yellow. It's like this is just for the nose, so of course there's going to be extra. And then put this in the charcoal black. And then once I decide which pink I like, I may use that pink for the base. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix this, and I sure did forget to put my spray alcohol before I started stirring. It's a lot better for dissolving, making sure you've got everything dissolved. So I'm just gonna stir away here. So this is the one with the lilium and the ballet slipper. stirring, stirring and stirring, stirring, mixing the sides. Okay, that looks pretty mixed. Now I'm gonna start just the ballet slipper. So I don't know, maybe for the bow, I'll do the middle of the bow one color, where, you know, it would be like the tie. And then I think that's good. And then the two pieces on the outside, the other pink. We'll see. Okay, so that's those. Now for the Rolio yellow. And since that's on top, I'm gonna go ahead and spray the little I know better. That wasn't wise. Actually, I'm gonna add a little bit more resin. Don't need this big of a spoon, but it's working. The sides. So yeah, this one might be a little too gold because I added that Aurelian yellow, maybe. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use this one. Well, we'll see what the Dollar Tree alcohol ink is like. So just gonna pour a little bit in there. I think this yellow appears to be a little bit brighter. Definitely need to add more drops. So I like the brightness of it, but I like the flow of the pigment paste. I mean, not pigment, the mica powder. So let me just put a little bit of that in there and see what happens when I mix the two. Yes. Oh, perfect. This is much better. The right color, and I like the consistency better. Okay, so this is going to work for that. All right, now we're on to the black. Stir that up. Nice black. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right, guys. So the hard part is precision. So I'm gonna try to use this pipette for the nose. Nice. That wasn't bad at all. Okay. And that's as much yellow as we need. So I'll have a lot of that left over. And then I'll need the pipette for the black. Put it in the eyes. So not only am I using the suction part, I'm also just like sweeping the powder in. Now this is the hard part because I've been sweeping. Let me wipe it. Because it'll be easier to make a mess in the whiskers. So off camera, I will have to clean that up. Clean it up and probably fill in a few spots. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so let me decide if I want to use this one or this one or both. Since I have more of this one, less of this one, I'll put that one in this gem. Nope, it'll all go in all of it. Be the same one. But I might have to prop it up because it is going everywhere. So maybe I'm gonna prop it. Okay guys, so I'm gonna have to prop that up. I'll clean it up and come back and show you what that's like. Yeah, so definitely I need to prop it, but I'm just afraid then that the whiskers are gonna go crazy. Let's see if I can get it back in there. So next time I do this, I think I will do it in an additional step. Get the black and everything cured and then do the bow. Oh, okay, so before I clean that up, which I will, I'll smooth it right there. So obviously, Wendy, that's not working, so you have to find something else. Let's see. For now, just wedge it like that and move it out a little bit, because now we're gonna do this one. And then again, I'll clean that up and show you. Okay, so now I have 4 ounces of resin, plus I have these 2 that I'm gonna combine in there, and whatever color that is, that's the color we are gonna do the base. So I'm just pouring it in there. And I will also pour this one. Clean that off a bit. Okay. Now the resin here, I'll probably just stir it in there to get all the extra color. And it's getting warm, guys. I'm just going to pour it in there. Now we're going to mix this one, get all the color. Stir that up. And I still have about 2 ounces left. I think I want it a little darker, so maybe I'll even add a little bit of the pink Serenade. Which actually, the pink Serenade to me, it's obviously pink is in the name, but it does sort of go, that's the little heart, it seems like it's more red. And I'm gonna just cover that up. Alcohol, help that a little bit, not much. Stir that in there and see. So it won't be exactly the same color as the bow. But let's see. I'm still playing around with it, guys, to see what I like. Get this off my hands are nasty. So I'm just gonna pour in a little more of the ballet slipper. totally missed all the mica powder when I did the spray. Let's see if that color is a little better, a little more pink. Okay, lastly, so obviously guys, this Hello Kitty just came in the mail a couple days ago, so I haven't poured it yet, so I don't even know how much it takes. So I'm going to add a little bit more of the ballet slipper, take a little bit of my 99% alcohol. Just mix it in a little bit. And then add the rest of that 2 ounces. And give it a stir. Just feel like that pink serenade kind of took over, so now I've got to course correct and see if this helps bring back some of the brightness, because right now it's kind of, that color is just not very bright. It's pretty, but it's just not bright. So let's see what this does. Don't know if you can lighten it because it's darker. At least hopefully we can blend it a little better. Okay. And I left a little bit in there, some on the side, a little bit there, because I'll need to add more back for the bow. So we got that and that for the bow. Now I'm mixing these two. It's lightening up a little, but it's not quite the way I wanted it, but that's okay. This is what we have. This is what we're working with. Okay, guys, I'm going to slowly pour. Actually, there we go. And I actually put something in the bottom of it because it has one of those holes in it. So I put some of that black envelope and wrapped it in paper towel because I'm going to put it back in the debubbler and see what happens. Okay, I think that's just perfect. Okay, guys, I am going to clean up the bow. Yeah, that is substantially different. So I might just clean out the bow. And, oh yeah, look at what's happening with the, I know you guys are like, look at your whisker. Okay, I'll have to clean that up. And I may change the bow back to this so it won't look that different. I thought a little bit might be, but that pink serenade was just a lot stronger. Or maybe I just put too much. That's probably what it was. User error. I probably just put too much. So there we go. So I'll see you back soon. Okay, guys, I just wanted to show you that I cleaned up Kitty a little bit. As I say that, I see now that this is separated with the whiskers, and I added it in, swooped it a little bit, and then I took out the pink that was in the bow. So I'm going to go ahead and let this dry. I'm going to put it in my curing machine. So the one I have says it's about 4 hours. And so I'll let that cure, and then I'll come back, or either if I may not do it on screen, but then I'll add this to the bow, and we'll get ready for the second layer. Thanks. See you back soon. Okay guys, I just wanted to come back and show you that after about an hour maybe of curing, I had to clean up the pink a little bit from there, and then I noticed that the whiskers, the black retreated, and also in the eye, and this eye, a little bit in that eye too. So what I'll do is, definitely I'm gonna do the other pink right now for the bow, and I probably will add more to the black, and I'll probably just set it here. I won't put it in the curing machine. Also, I had another issue with the base. It started curing up, but it was leaning, so either the end of my table or the curing machine wasn't flat, and so it all went out that way, and so I cleaned it up, and then I tried to push it back in, and of course it's very tacky because it was curing, and so that's what you see, this little clump here, this corner I was trying to clean up too. I'm not sure what's going to happen. This whole part may be a wash, and I might have to do this all over again, but I don't know, we'll see. But otherwise, when I make more for the ribbon, the rest of the bow, I will add more to the back, and we'll see what happens. I've never done it where I've had a clump like this and try to put more resin on top, so I don't know what the effect will be, but we'll give it a try so we won't try not to waste it, and then if it, it doesn't work, then we have to scrap it. Okay, I'll be back. Hello everyone. So I'm back to show you the kitty pretty much cleaned up. I had a little issue here because keep in mind that when I did the whiskers and the bow, I had to tilt it up like this, and even the eye, each eye. And so at this point, maybe this one wasn't dry and I tilted to do that one and it kind of smoked, but that's okay. It makes it look, to me, natural. Well, at least right here, we'll see what it looks like. And then I also noticed that there's like little smudges, but I do want to note that I used some mold release spray, and not because I felt like it was going to be a difficult one, but on IntoResin's website, they suggest you use it for each pour. So we'll see how that comes out. If I like it, then I'll keep doing it. If not, I'll just make sure I condition it afterwards instead of using like the mold release spray. And then I just wanted to note that if you may already know, this is only my first purchased IntoResin mold, and it says IntoResin there, and then it says either I-80 or no, that's 180 Kitty, and then some characters, and I believe it's Mandarin based on where the company is located, but it could be Cantonese, I don't know. But anyway, I just thought that was interesting, and then there's some more characters there, and excuse me, the same thing goes for this one as well. So I'll have to check. I have one other IntoResin mold that I won, and it's a pumpkin, so I'll have to check that out and see if that's on there as well. Okay, so to finish this off, we're gonna use Rolio's Noble White, and don't forget to check out the Resin Lab by Alexandra to get a discount, and I believe it's 15%. And then we're going to use this sparkling white pearlescent mica powder by Chong Tikaji, and I just put a little bit. I mixed both of those together. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but that's what we're going to use to pour here. So we're going to do that now. And I'm just going to put a little alcohol in there. That was a lot. That was an awful lot. So I think I'm going to add some more powder because I'm going to make more resin to fill, because obviously this cup wouldn't be enough. Okay, so let me go ahead and I don't think I'm going to add any more of the sparkling white. I'm just going to add a scoop of that. Let's get that dissolved. And I had this in my, so it's like 3 ounces, and I put it in my Let's Resin bubble remover. And you can see that there's still some mica powder that hasn't dissolved just yet. Still there. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take a stick and help it out a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and transfer it in here. See that? I can move this one out of the way. And now I'm going to do this little back and forth trick to make sure that I get all of that. Scoop all that up. And then I'm just going to stir sides. There's actually not a lot of shimmer. I didn't want a lot, but I do want to be able to see it. And I don't really see any. So I'm going to add a little more. Oh, that might be too much. I'm going to add just a little bit of the sparkling white and push that down in there and see if that's better. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay. Yeah, I can see it now. Make sure it's all mixed in. Okay. Move this over a little bit. Okay, actually, before I do that, there is a hinge in here, and I just want to make sure. I can't really feel it. Hold on. I should have looked first. Okay. It's right there. Don't know if that's going to do the trick. Don't want to scratch my mold, but I want to feel. Guys, I'm not feeling it, so I hope I get it. And I'll just go around all that. And hope that I get it. Now, I also have to hope that this table is level, because I've been having an issue and it doesn't look like it is. And I don't think I'm going to use the heat mat, so I'm going to just go ahead and prop it right here. Oh, that's better. Let's see. of it. Let's see. So of course the pink is showing because it was elevated. So it's not, I know you're not supposed to dome these, but I feel like I need to at least cover that. It's probably not gonna happen the way I want it. But I have decided that I have to sand this one anyway because of that boo-boo up there, and it looks like maybe right around here, maybe. So I'm expecting Let's Resin Sander, hopefully next week. And I probably will need to use it. Okay, guys, that's it. We're gonna let it cure up, and I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Okay, guys, today we are back for demold. And this is with the mold release spray, and it's kind of tough to get out. Sorry, I have to bring it towards me. Whew. So a lot of micro bubbles, and around the rim and inside. I have some here. This, of course, needs trimming. Maybe, we'll see. The trimmer didn't arrive yet, and definitely I have to trim this anyway. But it is super cute, and I missed that. So this one's gonna be a wash anyway, because this one, you can see, but this one over here, I didn't get. And so I think what I was thinking was, for some reason, that this one had the latch I needed to be worried about. Oh, but she's so cute. So I do have the notch, both notches, so I would just need to redo this one, because otherwise we're only going to get one. It is so cute though. So it's only on one hinge because there's only one hinge. But that, guys, I think this is so adorable. So what I didn't do is, which I told myself I was going to do, was to put this back in, put this in the debubbler, but I didn't, and I wonder if that would help with the bubbles. So next go round I'll probably try that. But it's super cute. It's got all the kitties and the hearts, but I just love this, and I think the amount of sparkle is just perfect. The nose is cute. I don't even mind the whiskers that were like funny over there. And I like the different color bow. It's cute, guys, but I'll have to redo it. I won't redo it on screen, but next we're going to do the other, hold on. We're going to do, so I call this one like the outward one, and then this one is inward. So we'll do this one and we'll redo the whole thing, this one and this one, and we'll do it in clear. And I think what I'm going to do is use, for the bow, at least the inside of the bow, I'm going to use one of these colors. All right, so guys, thanks for joining me, and I hope you learned something from this. In case you get this and you want to give it a try, you know a few do's and don'ts. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye. Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to work on the Kawaii flip box, which is like Hello Kitty. And this lid is lid B. So today we're going to work on this, and we're going to use clear. And already I have colored in with mica powder the eyes, the whiskers, nose, and then I put some Dollar Tree gems in the bow. And so today we're just going to pour it all with clear. And I couldn't decide if I wanted to use Let's Resin's Peach Red or their Magenta. So this one is the Peach Red and this one's the Magenta. And I feel like the Magenta actually goes better with the rhinestones that I use. So we're going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to start off with just a couple drops because of, I don't even know if that was one or two, because I don't want it to be super dark. So let's see what that does. Even though it's not stirred in, it's going to need more than that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what that does. Absolutely nothing. So let's add some more. And this time I just squirted a bunch in. I didn't count drops. And it's pretty okay. I think I'm just going to do 2 drops. 1, 2. Mix all that, make sure it gets in there. Okay, now that I like the color, it looks pretty mixed, I'm going to go ahead and throw it back in the bubble remover because I just created a bunch, so I'll be back shortly. Alright guys, so we're going to finish up. I have debubbled this, it's nice and clear, and I'm not sure if I have enough, but we'll go ahead and pour it. Actually, I'm pretty sure I don't have enough. So now the test, or the challenge, will be getting it the right color. Alright guys, so I have to go pour more and I'll be back. All right, guys, so the second batch of resin is out of the debubbler. I have about 2 ounces. Lid A took about 2 ounces. This one isn't as open, so it probably won't take that much, but I saw something in there. Dried up resin. Alrighty, so I keep pouring. Oh, sorry for that noise. Oh my goodness, I see something black from my stick. I thought I saw 2 pieces. Another one over here. And there's one right there. Okay. That looks like almost like an eyelash. Okay, so we got that. Let's look in my cup and see if there's any more. I don't pour it in there. Hold on. Okay, hopefully I got it all. Nope, there's a piece right there. Piece right here. Guys, it's important to clean your sticks off before you start mixing. Now I have a few more pieces that I have to get out. Right there. Got it. Oh, maybe I'm putting the same one back in there. Take that out and take these out. Okay, so now it's overflowing. Let me see if it's level. It's not quite level, so let me help that out a little bit. Okay, just trying to clean it up a little bit. Oh, you know what I did not do? Oh my goodness. So guys, if you watched the first part, when I poured this the first time with mica powder, I did not go into the grooves to make the hinges. I did not do that again. Oh my goodness. I'm hoping that the alcohol, oh, that's already sticky. Hopefully the alcohol, I have to pour some alcohol. Hopefully the alcohol will help, that it's alcohol ink, that will help it find its way in, as opposed to mica being a little thicker. So let me just pat that down. Spray it to smooth it out. Okay, perfect. Well, we'll have to wait and find out if I made another error. And guys, this is 99% alcohol that I'm spraying. Okay, got it. There's still a couple pieces of black here and here. Let's see, I don't want to make a mess, so let's see if I can just get them. Actually, there's one here that I didn't get. So that could have been from the first go round, because that's not moving, and neither is that one. Okay, so we'll leave them, and it still is overflowing. So let me get all right, I'm going to wait a few minutes before I walk away just to see that it doesn't overflow again. And I have this one as well. This is the redo of A. Now that was just fine, and now it looks like it's starting to lean. So don't know if it's my table or if it's the curing machine. Okay. All right, guys. So I also have this pot that is ready to be demolded. So I actually started, let me see, I don't want to really do it over. I'll just show it at the end because I don't want to do it over pieces because I would likely drop it. So I'm going to demold it into my belly. It's really tight, guys. I have some soapy water here. I might need to use that. It just took off my nail polish. Oh, jeez. Okay, make sure that we take one of the antennae off. Let's see. Okay, a little concerned. I'm gonna take that off. Okay, wait. I'm gonna put some soapy water. I'm just using some soapy water here. Let's see if that helps a little bit. Got it. Just turning it back inside, right side. All right, that was a little booger to get out. Okay. Here it is, finished. And of course, I need to trim it. It's really jagged. And that's the inside where it's supposed to be like for a plant, but I don't know that I'll use it that way. And there's his face, all the different pores that I did, and little drips there. Okay, all right, guys, I will be back for demold, and that should be the final portion of this video. Thank you. Hello, guys. Thanks for joining me. I wanted to do a quick recap. The first tray we did a mixture of ballet slipper and I think pink serenade. And this is the one that I used the mold release spray, and it had a lot. I'm not saying that the mold release spray is the cause, but there were a lot of micro bubbles around the rim and on the inside. And I actually just didn't like the color, but the main reason was that I had to redo it was because the hinge here was missing. It's here, but it wasn't there. All my fault. And then for this one, again, it's the same color that I didn't like. Plus, I inadvertently painted the ear as part of the bow. And there was bleeding in the whisker portion. So overall, needed to redo it. So I redid it completely in ballet slipper, and I think I just have like one bubble on there, and both hinges are there. No bubbles. Awesome. A couple drops of mica, but probably. But yeah, no. Perfect. Love it. So I then went ahead and redid the lid, and now we're going to demold it to see what happened. I mean, how does it look? A couple little stray, I don't know what those are, maybe mica powder from something, but love the ballet slipper. Got the ear right, the whiskers, the eye, and the nose. Perfect. And it's got the little pieces, so it should fit in there no problem. I'm gonna have to probably bring it to myself. Hold on. Perfect. It fits. It's lovely. This is the underside. What a great little box. I love it. Hope you saw that. Lid. Looks good. Now, if she decides to choose this one, I might put some resin, some white resin into the Hello Kitty words with like this needle nose glue tip, glue bottle that I have, but I will have resin in it instead if she chooses this one. Otherwise, I'll probably leave it alone, and I'll donate the other one. So now we're going to demold this one, which was really hard last time. Let's see. Sorry, bring it to myself again. It's really tight, guys. Okay. So, super cute. It's nice and clear, but it's really cute. And both of the hinges are there. Yay! Okay. Oh, you know what I was supposed to do, because last time, I think this is how I got those little pink strays over there. I didn't clean my mold before I demolded it. And all those cured resin pieces will just fall into the mold. And if you don't notice them, they'll cure into your piece. Okay, so I'm thinking that the nose may actually be orange. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, no, it's so cute, guys. No issues. Oh, that is so cute. I love the way the little rhinestone looks. Let me bring it to myself. Excuse me. Let's put one in. There we go. And this is the lid. Guys, this is such a super cute storage box. So if you have a Hello Kitty fan in your life, consider this one from IntoResin. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll join me back for another video. Bye-bye for now. All right, guys, so I put a little more vibrant white in here. Let's see if it works. If not, it's no big deal. I'll have to do as is, and maybe a few layers. If I do the layers thin enough, then the second layer can whiten it up a bit.